the God who regretted creating us. Long ago, before the stars had names, and before the moon knew its path across the night sky, there was a god named Elyon. He was older than time itself, and his power stretched beyond the edges of the universe. Elyon had spent countless ages alone, drifting in the silence of the void. But one day he grew tired of the emptiness. He wanted to hear laughter, to see light, to feel the warmth of life. And so, with a thought, he began to create. First he shaped the earth, rolling hills, deep oceans, and towering mountains. He painted the sky blue and filled it with clouds that drifted like dreams. Then he breathed life into the soil, and from it grew trees, flowers, and creatures of every kind. Birds took flight, fish swam in the rivers, and beasts roamed the land. But Elyon still felt something was missing. He wanted beings who could think, who could speak, who could understand his heart. And so he shaped the first humans from the clay of the earth and gave them the spark of his own spirit. At first Elyon was happy. The humans were curious and kind. They built homes, told stories, and sang songs under the stars. They spoke to Elyon, thanking him for the gift of life. But as time passed, something changed. The humans began to argue. They fought over land, over food, over words. They hurt one another, and the earth groaned under their cruelty. Elyon watched as his creation turned to darkness, and his heart grew heavy. One night, as he stood upon the highest mountain, looking down at the world below, Elyon whispered to himself, "What have I done?" The humans were no longer the beings he had dreamed of. They were filled with greed, anger, and sorrow. He had given them everything: beauty, wisdom, freedom, and they had twisted it all. A deep regret settled in his chest. Perhaps, he thought, it would have been better if I had never made them. Elyon decided to speak to the wisest of the humans, a woman named Liora. She had always listened to the wind, to the voices of the earth, and she knew the language of the gods. Elyon appeared before her in a vision, his face shadowed with sadness. "Liora," he said, "I regret what I have made. Your people have brought pain where there should have been peace. I fear I must undo my creation." Liora fell to her knees. "Please," she begged, "do not destroy us. Yes, we have done wrong, but we can learn. We can change. Give us another chance." Elyon was silent for a long time. Then he asked, "Why should I believe you? Every time I have hoped, you have disappointed me." Liora looked at her hands, then at the world around her. "Because," she said softly, "we are not only the bad things we have done. We are also the kindness of a shared meal, the courage of a helping hand, the love of a mother singing to her child. We are broken, yes, but we are still learning what it means to be alive." Elyon listened, and for the first time in many years he felt something new, not regret, but hope. Maybe the humans were not a mistake. Maybe they were simply unfinished. "Very well," he said at last. "I will not destroy you, but you must teach one another. You must remember that every life is precious. If you do this, I will stay and guide you. But if you forget, if you return to darkness, then my regret will be final." Liora bowed her head. "We will remember," she promised. And so, Elyon did not end the world. Instead, he watched as the humans struggled, as they failed, as they tried again. Some days, his heart ached with sorrow. Other days, it swelled with pride. For though they were imperfect, they were his. And slowly, in their own clumsy way, they were learning to be better. The stars still shine tonight because of a God who regretted, but also because of a people who chose to hope. And if you listen very carefully, you might still hear Elyon's voice in the wind, whispering, "Remember, the end